You are about to discover unbelievable pranks which happened in real life. Back in 1861, MIT was established as if there were any technologies back then. Anyway, you will remember this building not because of history lessons, but because once MIT students painted their institute into R2-D2 from Star Wars series. During the whole existence of this institution, many weird objects were found on its roof, starting from TARDIS, from Doctor Who to small planes. Bear in mind that the whole building is full of CCTV cameras. Still, this is nothing compared to something that was found one morning on the rooftop. It was a police car with working sirens. Pay attention to the detail though. License plates were saying IHTFP, apparently standing for I had this fucking place. Inside the car there was a mannequin with a bag of donuts, and a windshield had a parking ticket attached to it. Well, how did this car get on the roof? Probably this way. There is a very thin boundary between pointless sadism and ingenious prank. This is probably why many of us are trying to avoid jokes on 1st of April, just like, your back is white? Oh, yes. Most of tricks are meaningless deception, but some of them were made with soul and dedication. It still does not mean that you will not be arrested for repeating them. We all know Richard Branson. He is a multimillionaire, founder of Virgin Corporation and an air hostess for AirAsia. He has also built his own spaceship and set a couple of world records, including flying across the Pacific Ocean in an air balloon. What a guy. What beats it all, though, is how he once convinced all London that aliens are real. On the 21st of March 1989, Mr. Branson with his second pilot took off on the air balloon in the shape of a flying saucer. According to plan, they had to land shortly after in the middle of Hyde Park. However, wind was against their plan. Soon flying saucers started floating above M25, which is a busy circular road around London. As you may expect, the traffic came to a halt. Drivers started leaving their cars and running to the closest telephone to call police. Remember, it was 1989, no iPhones yet. Basically, a short flight became a national panic. When the UFO finally landed, British policemen had their guns aimed at the ship and screaming, "Everybody, hands in the air!" Then an alien came out of the smoke. Look. I'm not kidding, Richard Branson was joking. Though, because in addition to the second pilot, he brought on board short people dressed like aliens and a lot of dry ice. And it just for the prank. There are many amazing prankers around the world, and one of them can even challenge Richard Branson. His name was Tom Moore, and his prank consisted of convincing Texas Parliament to give an award to a serial killer. Mr. Moore was very annoyed that governors approve laws without even reading them. On the 1st of April 1975, Moore proposed a resolution where he wanted to award an honorable citizen, Albert de Salvor, for perseverance, dedication, invention of new methods of population control, and achievements in applied psychology. Governors were touched by the description of the citizen and innovator. The resolution was approved without a single dissentient voice. To truly understand what happened, you have to know two minor details. First of all, Albert was a citizen of Massachusetts. It's not Texas, so Texas couldn't give him an award in the first place. Secondly, Albert de Salvor was also known as the Boston Strangler. So for 10 years already he was killing women and escaping mental hospitals. De Salvor's name was all over the news, and Texas authorities wanted to award him for his achievements. In the end, Tom Moore withdrew his petition and explained what happened. So Texas gave an award to a serial killer. One of the first and probably the most ballsy prank was by British aristocrat and poet Horace Devercole. Since he was from a very rich family, he was spending money and time as he wanted. Most often he was pranking people. One of his best jokes was selling tickets to the theater. Devercole bought tickets for specific places in the audience and gave them to both men. When men took their seats, their heads spelled word dick. If looked from above, it's worth nothing that the King Edward VII was present on that performance and he had seats on the balcony. Indeed, Mr. Devical had balls of steel. If you liked video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel for weekly updates for your brain. Bye.